The youngest of 4 children, Lewis Howe was born on March 16, 1983 in Ohio, United States. His growing up days were in Delaware, Ohio, and as the last child, he craved for attention from his parents and older siblings, but most especially from his parents, who were often engaging in hot arguments with each other. Their incessant arguments mostly arose from the financial crisis they experienced in raising a family. In order to make ends meet, Howe's parents struggled with jobs they didn't like in the first place. Obviously, the relationship between Howe's parents was strained, and the stress of it all affected their children physically, psychologically, and emotionally. Due to the nature of their family environment, one of Howe's elder brother took to drug peddling. He was arrested and jailed after he sold drugs to an undercover policeman. Then there was a sister who suffered from alcohol addiction. As for Howe, academic excellence was a far-fetched aspiration because he literally struggled with school. He was doing so poorly in the general class that, to help him, his school placed him in the special education classes, but all to no avail. Even there, he couldn't make any significant improvement, especially in reading and reading presentation. His fear for speaking was quite palpable. Consequently, everyone that knew about his handicap taunted him. His academic weakness, coupled with the insecurities he had about his physical looks, Howe felt friendless in school and at home. However, that would eventually change after he met and interacted with a few kids who he had attended a Christian summer camp with. Though his parents had been sending Howe and his siblings to that camp every summer, he had never before met kids with the kind of personality his new friends had. Unlike those he had known who mocked him and gossiped, these were positive people, energetic, accommodating, non-judgmental, creative, welcoming, and encouraging. When he got home at the end of the camp, Howe had to pressurize his parents to send him to the boarding school which those great kids were attending. Apart from wanting to be in an energetic and positive environment, Howe was convinced that schooling from home as a day student made him feel inadequate, and he stole, lied, and cheated to fill the emptiness. But he knew that if he continued on that path, he could end up in jail just like his brother, so his only option to a better life was to escape home. In the boarding school, Howe's reading level was tested, and it fell at the 2nd grade category, whereas he was an 8th grader at that time. But the great thing about his change of school environment was his newfound passion for athletics. He soon joined his new school's football team. With immense hard work and great commitment, he became one of the best football players in the school. Today, Lewis Howe is a best-selling author. Also, the podcast host is ranked as one of the top 100 most listened to in the world. The environment plays a significant role in the outcome of our lives and businesses, for good or for bad. And as much as hard work and excellence are needed for success, when the work or living environment is toxic, much is left to be accomplished. Abhishek Ratna said, "The work environment can bring out the best or the worst in you." The same result applies to the kind of environment you create for others in your home as a team leader, a supervisor, or entrepreneur. Then Mehmet Murad Ildan added, "Man can work anywhere and under any condition, but working in a very beautiful place under very beautiful conditions will surely create superior things." It's okay to expect mediocre results when you create a difficult environment that doesn't support creativity, excellence, and growth in people. E.A. Buchanan asked, "How can you be inspired if you do not surround yourself with the things that inspire you?" It's within your powers to make a change of who you've turned out to be and becoming. Deliberately seek out for the people or places which reflect your desired future, and when you've found them, do all you can to belong with those sources of inspiration.